I came across a video recently that left me absolutely shocked, not just because of what was said, but because of the reaction it received. A man during a social experiment mentioned that people are starving in Nigeria. Now, instead of addressing the core of the issue, which is hunger, many Nigerians are angry at the man for pointing it out. He used Nigeria as an example of a country where people are facing starvation. Now, was this an exaggeration? Absolutely not.
Do you want to kill us? Are you the first person to govern? We can't go to school. We can't pay our transport fares. We are hungry. We are angry.
Look at us now. There is nothing. We are starving. Tinubu should please do something. This is what he promised. He promised to do better. Look at us now.
We all know that Nigeria, despite being a country with vast resources, is struggling with food insecurity. But instead of acknowledging the truth in his statement, many Nigerians took offense. The comments under that video were filled with anger, accusations of racism, and even personal attacks on the man.
Okay, another thing that I want you to say to people right now watching this video, what would be a positive or a good lesson that you want to teach them or tell them that you have learned so far living on the street?
Save your food.
Save your food?
Yeah.
Value food.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually throw food,
throw a
right?
shitload of food,
Yeah,
yeah.
And have you seen the restaurants like they go
Yeah,
spend
like-
so much money in the restaurant,
Yeah, and then
they
they-
throw food, and some homeless people have to dig in there.
Yeah. and
People
instead of them like putting it in a bag separate, you know, they'd rather like throw it in a dumpster, open the bag and like toss it everywhere so they can't get it. So,
Wow.
crazy.
So, bro, this is such a great lesson, and you have been so good. All these people that are gonna watch this video, I'm sure is gonna touch their heart. They're gonna learn from it how to, manage the relationship. People that are in depression, just to move on. That's one lesson. Second lesson is value food. So if you have food, just value it. Don't be throwing food. Just remember that there is somebody that's starving right now. It could be people that are living on the street, or they could be people living in some poor countries, like Nigeria or Pakistan or India or Bangladesh. There's a lot of people that are starving right now. They don't have food. So I'm glad, bro, like you made the decision of not choosing the iPhone, choosing the food. What I want you to do is open that box. I want you to see that there's something in there for you. It's not regular food.
I was loving your content until I heard you mention Nigeria. Don't try it again. And mind you, POs, Nigerians are not starving. We have more than enough to eat and throw away. Our problems is just bad governance. I love your message, but please next time, never mention that Nigerians are starving. We have good soil to produce food for everyone, and a perfect weather and climate too. What we lack is good governance. There is no country that doesn't have less privileged people or beggars. You just interviewed one now who is obviously not in Nigeria. So, be mindful. I won't be surprised if most of your followers are Nigerians. If we are starving, we won't even have data to watch this content. Here in Nigeria, we have enough food to eat and to give out. Please, never use Nigeria as one of them again. We are very hardworking and primarily farmers. You are surely not well informed. Mentioning Nigeria mean your ignorance of the reality in Nigeria. There's enough food in Nigeria. I was liking your video not until you mention Nigeria. Before you use people or countries for simple, please ensure that you are well informed. When I come across this video, I thought it was a social experiment that a lot of people will learn something positive from. But I was so disappointed on how our great nation Nigeria became an exemplary country to be mentioned as a country that have no food. Nevertheless, there is so many countries in the world that can never be compared to Nigeria in terms of economic. Let's be real here. Hunger is a major issue in Nigeria. Over 20 million Nigerians are food insecure, and we've seen heartbreaking incidents like food distribution stampedes that have led to loss of life.
Rija. Wọ́n ti fi mọ́ àwọn fẹ́ǹsì bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́ńgà. Rija.
It's not about painting Nigeria in a bad light. It's about facing reality. If anything, this man's statement should spark conversations about how we got here and what we can do to change it. Now let's unpack why Nigerians are angry. I think there are three main reasons. 1. National pride. Nigerians are proud people. Hearing someone, especially a foreigner, talk about poverty or hunger can feel like an attack on our dignity, but pride should not blind us to reality. 2. Misdirected frustration. The frustration many Nigerians feel about the country's issues often gets directed at the wrong people. Instead of holding leaders accountable, it's easier to lash out at someone pointing out the flaws. 3. Perception of racism. There's a historical context here. Some feel that foreigners, especially white people, are quick to highlight Africa's problems while ignoring their own. While that's a valid discussion, in this case, the man wasn't wrong. We're starving. Let's not shoot the messenger. Here's the thing. Denial doesn't solve problems. By attacking someone who points out our struggles, we're only avoiding the hard truths. And if we're being honest, isn't it better that someone raises awareness? Maybe that's what we need to push for change. Why are we so quick to defend a false image of ourselves while ignoring the suffering around us? The truth hurts, yes, but it's necessary. Rather than getting angry at someone for stating the obvious, let's redirect that energy. Admit that hunger is real. Denial helps no one. It's time to demand better policies, better governance, and a focus on solving issues, not attacking those saying the truth. Yes, we should show the good sides of Nigeria, but showing the good doesn't mean hiding the bad. Let's work on fixing the bad so we can be truly proud of our country. I get it. No one likes being criticized, especially by someone who isn't one of us. But sometimes, criticism is necessary. Instead of being angry, let's focus on the message. Hunger is real in Nigeria. Starvation is real. And if we don't confront these issues, who will? Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like and share with others.